Hey viewers, welcome to another game as a casual pro gamer. Today we're having Team Slow Computers against Team Fast Computers, it seems, because the bottom team, which we are not going to watch, has been summoning basically for about 3 minutes now, and the top team is still loading up. Alistar finished by now, but we are going to watch Yorick. Yorick is played by Markson12, and yeah, well, he sent me this game, and it was the first Yorick game I got, so I'm going to put it on my channel. So we are going to have to wait a little bit longer, but hopefully the computers will actually pick it up and it won't take too long. So a lot of tankiness on the blue team here, with Blitzcrank, Alistar and Yorick. And yeah, Pantheon and Twisted Fate, a lot of mobility there, two global ultimates in which they can, well, basically appear on any position on the map. And on the enemy team, well, we have a lot of damage, I guess. And Nifia has a lot of damage, Tristana has a lot of damage, Fiddlesticks has a lot of damage, and Shaco, well, he can have a lot of damage, but he will need to be fed early game. That is why he normally is played as a ganker. Because gankers, if you're good at it, you can get a lot of kills, and or as a jungler, I should say. So jungle gank. Because then you can get a lot of kills, or at least assists, and get a lot of gold that way. And all in all, it's basically a team with heavy damage against a team with heavy HP. And all in all, that is going to be interesting. So going for Mana Crystal first here, which is a good choice. Although Yorick is of course an AD champion, and normally we see Mana Crystals on casters. Twisted Fate going for a very strange opening item there. And my mouse doesn't work again. So I'm going to try to fix that. And hopefully that will not take me out of sync too much. I will have to sync it up again, but hopefully it's not too much problem. So I did get it to work, and I know what's causing it. Well, not what's causing it per se, but I know how to fix it. Basically, it's still my mouse is still in the program that's underneath this one, and that means that it still thinks that it is full screen, while this game obviously isn't full screen, because, well, the graphics aren't good enough to fill my entire monitor. And therefore it only takes this part of the screen, and I'm having some troubles there. So his skills, first is yeah, well, he makes kind of these what are they called? Ghouls. So he creates ghouls with everything he does. Oh, a nice a nice trap there by Shaco. And yeah, due to the tankiness they escape no problem. So first of all, Yorick gets 5% more damage for each summon he has. He can have a maximum of 4 without cooldown reduction, and he can have up to 7 with cooldown reduction, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe 6. But anyway, the 5% more damage is not really a big deal. And all of the ghouls have 30% of the attack speed and health that Yorick has. So building attack speed, attack damage, of course. Building attack damage and health is a really good deal here. So what do you want to have then? You want to have tanky DPS items. And that is exactly what you should be getting. That is why I said that the mana crystal is kind of an odd choice here. But there's still plenty of uses for mana crystals that, well, that can be available. But yeah, I noticed too that you need a good deal of mana playing Yorick, and they get a kill because, well, apparently this Fiddlesticks wanted to come in and get killed. And then Shaco, yeah, he couldn't really help that, and he's just going to get killed as well. Anyway, his first Omen, because they're all called Omen, his first skill is basically an increased attack damage, and you get a Spectral Ghoul. And yeah, the Spectral Ghouls does a little bit more damage than the others, and it makes you move a little bit faster. I normally take this one last, but that's because I really don't care about the movement speed too much. If you have boots early on, you don't really need the extra movement speed anyway. So the Omen of Pestilence then, that's basically an AoE spell. I don't know if I can actually show it. Here you go. So it's basically an AoE spell, and when you cast it, it does AoE damage, and then the ghoul that you summon on that spot, it goes after the champion, and if there's no champion, it goes after a random target. All of the ghouls, by the way, go after the champions first, and if there's no champion in range, then it goes for one of the other targets. But really doesn't do too much to the minions normally. Well, to me that would be a good thing to have, to actually have some minions that help you kill the enemy minions. But I guess this one is a better setup, because this way you can get damage done on your opponent, and you can still not push the lane if you don't want to. So his E ability then, while we see a little bit of harassment going on, well, both ways basically. Shaco's trying to be sneaky with his traps, but setting them up in the same spot every time really doesn't surprise anyone anymore. This one is my favorite personally. It is a single target spell. Well, it's not really a nuke, but it does damage to a single target, and then it heals you for a little bit, and the ghoul you summon gives you a little bit more health. So basically it gives you a little health and it does a little damage. But it's not an excellent spell because, well, he's not a caster. He is more of a DPS character that has some additional spells that do damage. Oh yeah, the W I forgot to mention. It has a slow, and that slow is really, yeah, really decent. It allows you to chase after opponents pretty well. It also can help you in escaping from ganks. So, to me, the E is the best skill because it gives you life and it gives you a single target spell, so you don't have to get in too closely when you don't want to, and you can still pick off minions and harass the enemy a little bit with your ghoul. And the W, well, it is an AoE spell which is excellent, and it has a slow which is excellent, so pretty good. Well, the Omen of Death, the ultimate, I haven't really used that yet. It summons, what did I call it, an image, and if the copy champion, so the target basically of your spell, if he dies while the image is still alive, the image dies instead, and then the hero is reborn for up to 10 seconds because you lose 10% life after you reborn, and the enemy still gets the kill at the moment the ally, or well, the champion, gets to 0. So basically when the image destroys itself or sacrifices itself, And this guy's dead, I'm assuming. No, he's not. Wow. He actually got out of that. That's incredible. I really thought he was dead there, but okay. Couldn't reach him, I guess. Well, with the flashing ghost you should be able to reach him, especially if you have the W and E up. So anyway, yeah, you revive your ally, but as I said, the enemy still gets the kill at the moment you reach 0. Otherwise, it would be somewhere useful, because then if you make sure that your ally stays alive for 10 seconds or longer without being hit, and then he dies because of, well, the special ability of your ultimate, then you can actually prevent the enemies from getting the kill. So it's basically then what's it called? I forgot the name once again. Nice gank here from Twisted Fate. He was paying good attention to the minimap, and yeah, here you can use your ultimate to put up a defensive whatever it's called. And oh, Shaco not actually dying. Wow. Yeah, this Anivia's dead, but very nicely done by the whole team. It's a little bit too crowded here. I mean, there's only one of them in the bottom, there's nobody mid, and there were 4 here. But still, it's nice to get at least some kills. But yeah, the opponents hiding in the bush really, yeah, that's not too smart if you don't know whether there is a ward there. And somebody ran in here. No. Yeah, since there's nobody left in this lane, there's nobody to gank. Oh, this guy is still on this team. Yeah, sure. Keep getting confused because there's no health bars. Yeah, I could actually remove the names. I learned that by actually reading the LoL replay documentation. But if you do Shift K, then you can actually toggle the names. And, that's what they do for the summoner spotlights and things like that. To make it less crowded on the screen, I guess. Because it is pretty crowded normally. Yeah, not using the ultimate here while he could, and not using the ultimate once again. And yeah. The ultimate to me is not really useful. As I said, if they made it so that you don't die the first time, but you die after you run out of life the second time. So basically, because of the last effect here, Revenants and animated allies lose 10% of their maximum life per second. To me, that would be useful, because that could actually be abused in some way to make a difference in the game. And here it is just, yeah, if your opponents really tower dive you and they really do well, overextend so much that they are very low, then you can get like 2-3 extra hits in at max. I mean, the 10 seconds I said is really a maximum, and it is definitely not the normal amount, because normally if the enemies are still hitting you, you are going to be living for a whole lot less than that, maybe 3 seconds or so. 2 wards, excellent, good communication. But at least they are placing some wards, which is it makes a big difference. So the enemy team congregating right here, and they should have no problem at least picking up some kills. And Shaco once again getting out. They did pick up Fiddlesticks there. And Shaco is still in there. Shaco still hasn't died in these crazy adventures he's been having. And once again, just escaping at very low health. And yeah, they really should focus him a little bit. But obviously, since they have 3 very tanky characters which all have melee attacks, that's going to be a problem. Unless Twisted Fate actually picks it up. Twisted Fate and Pantheon, those are the ones that can actually do something about it. Pantheon only with his spear, and Twisted Fate with, yeah, well, his basic attack, which is all he has basically. But yeah, Shirk has escaped, I think, 3 times now out of well, he died once and escaped 3 times. While Fiddlesticks died 4 times, and that is just because, well, he's just overextending all the time. And an excellent job getting another kill, but as you can see, 135 gold for killing him the 5th time. And yeah, that really doesn't do a whole lot for you. I mean, staying in this lane and killing these minions would give you more than 135 gold. I'm guessing here, but at least staying in your lane would give you a lot more gold than this. And this is the problem I had with the last patch. I discussed it in several videos, but since they decreased the amount of gold you get for kills after the first one, I mean, the first one is still 300 gold, but the second and third and fourth and so on, they are a lot less gold now, and that basically means you, first of all, you don't have a comeback mechanism anymore. There used to be a comeback mechanism, and yeah, that's just gone. I mean, with 200 bonus gold, which you get for killing someone who killed 8 or more of your teammates, or you, but you're your own teammate. So 200 bonus gold really doesn't do anything for a comeback. And the 700 bonus gold that it used to be, that did a lot for comebacks. And it still didn't help enough. It still wasn't enough to come back normally. But at least it helped. And it made it possible. Wow, is he actually going to get out of this? No. Oh, really nicely done by Shaco. Nothing he could do, the Yorick he could do. And once again, someone is going to escape at very low health. No. Pantheon actually sacrificing himself to get that kill. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's not a good trade. So again, they're fighting in one lane while the enemy is at least in the bottom lane, and they have pushed the middle lane so far that they cannot really reach the minions anyway. So all in all, they're losing a lot of experience here, and since they haven't picked up any of the jungle buffs or jungle minions, it is not really the best strategy here. Oh, come on. He didn't get that. That's just sad. Well, Alistar having his ultimate still is also kinda sad. But at least Yorick is playing a decent game. I mean, he is doing the damage where he can, and he is picking up assists where he can, and yeah, that's the way you should play him. Obviously, he wasn't very strong. This is still before the new patch, which is going to be launched somewhere now. But I think this is still the original Yorick, where he was just very underpowered. And yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me show you that. I keep forgetting, that's so annoying. I need to put up a sign here somewhere. That just says, show this character screen. So I'm going to do that right now. And yeah, that should hopefully remind me next time to actually do that. So are they finally going to get some kills here without dying themselves? It seems that one of them died. Oh no, he just ran out. Okay, that's cool. So still forgetting to be in the bottom lane, but yeah, they lose a turret up top while they take out mid turret. But yeah, that means that the enemy now took out 3 turrets and probably damaged this one quite severely. No, not actually. Oh well. Galio was pushing that lane pretty hard and he didn't damage the turret at all. And yeah, they finally pick up a kill here on Shaco, which was, well, it was about time. Because he has been escaping all game. And we're going home once again. So here we're going for Sheen. Phage. Phage is a good one. Sheen, I don't know. Sheen is mainly because he started off with a mana crystal and you need the mana. And Sheen in and of itself is a good thing. I mean, it is a good item, and if you build it into Trinity Force, it really does some nice damage on Yorick. I tried it, so I know, but the main thing you need to keep in mind is that your ghouls are supposed to do a lot of your damage. I know they don't, but that's supposed to be where your damage comes from. At least part of your damage. And if you see that they take over 30% of your attack damage and health, you should really focus on getting that together. Of course, the tankiness of Phage is also very good. It provides you with some extra health, which is excellent, as well as a slow, which is excellent. But you do have a slow from your W, so I still like the Frozen Mallet, but I guess he is going for Trinity Force here. But Frozen Mallet kind of gives you attack damage as well as HP, and the combination is what you need to make the most out of your golems, your ghouls, sorry. Yep, what? Yeah, what's to be done here? I mean, his teammates are playing pretty badly. Pantheon at least picked up 6 kills, but also died 6 times. And same for Twisted Fate. He picked up 7 kills, but he also died 7 times. And yeah, that you really don't want that, because you're giving so much gold away to your opponents. And even though it's nice to have several kills on your carries, so like on Pantheon and Twisted Fate, you still don't want to give all that gold to your opponents. And Twisted Fate really needs to be a little bit more careful and not run into tower like he did just there. And yeah, if you want to take out a turret, that's fine, but it's a little bit stupid to run in as a very squishy character. You could have just as well waited for the minions. So you could have killed the minions that were just behind you, get the gold from that, then let the minions run into the turrets, kill the turret, and basically get the same amount of gold you got now. Plus the amount you get from the minions, of course. And it is a lot safer, because if someone ran in there or whatever, then they could have easily killed the Pantheon, who had about 100 life left.
An ally has been slain.
Flashing over here to get close a little bit sooner. An excellent pull there by a rocket grab by Blitzcrank.
An enemy has been slain.
And yeah, this guy is dead, but he already was dead. The omen of death was on him. And yeah, I would have liked that you could actually teleport back and not die. So if you survive for like 25 seconds or something, that you would actually stay alive. That would be awesome. Yep. And he actually got killed, I think, because he didn't get executed there. He almost made it, but he took a kind of a detour by trying to get out of the turret fire, and then had to run all the way here. But hey, nothing you can do about it. It is kind of hard to make these split-second decisions and make them correctly, because I'm just watching it and seeing, well, you should have ran that way. But really, that's easy, an easy decision to make if you're watching the game, not if you're playing the game, because then you're, oh my god, I have turret aggro, I need to move fast, and then of course you do know you need to get out of turret range, but there's like 3 ways to do that. You can go from this turret, you can go either here, here, or that way. And all 3 of them are the best choice in certain situations. But definitely not all of them are good choices in any situation. So we are at 28 to 24, so they are in fact winning, even though it seemed that they were doing pretty badly. But Fiddlesticks is at 0.8, which means they didn't get a lot of gold from him. And I really think we will start abusing. We will see some abusement of the fact that you don't give any gold anymore. I think the minimum now is 15 gold. So if you kill someone, you get 15 gold, which is less than a minion, a caster minion even. And yeah, I think that especially the pro teams are going to abuse that, and are going to use that to make their tanks just suicide in, or their supports just suicide in during the end game, and get some damage done. For example, with Nunu, you can run in, do your ultimate, and just die, and then give your opponents 15 gold, which you did a whole lot of damage in that amount of time. And sure, you are going to respawn very slowly, but yeah, okay. That's the price you have to pay. And if you take the masteries that reduce the death time, and you take runes that reduce the death time, you can actually make that work. And of course Karthus has the same thing, he already has reduced death times. And if you can abuse that even further than people are doing it now, then you can run in, do 7 seconds worth of damage after you die, and then after that you can just yeah, revive, or well, respawn, and then your allies are going to pick up the kills, because you really don't want any kills in that way, in that situation. And Yorick trying to stay in, trying to get some damage done, but he's really not in a position to do so. And yeah, nothing is happening once again. So they really cannot pick up the kills, it seems, even though yeah, the opponents overextend all the time, but for some reason they cannot pick up the kills because they're coming in from the wrong angles, or maybe the enemy just warded very well, and I don't know. So we have gone for Trinity Force here, as well as a Catalyst, which would have probably been a better opening item than the Sheen. But still, Sheen, as I said, does some pretty good damage. It's just that you don't get any tankiness because of it. And well, he's gone 5-3, so he really didn't do a bad job. But he could definitely have been a little bit tankier early game. How did he heal up? Oh, that's his clone, sure. The clone apparently teleports to his location every now and then. And I didn't know that for example, Tibbers, but not for the clone. So are they going to win this? Probably not. Even though they are still ahead in kills, only one now, but the golds they have been getting for Fiddlesticks was just very sad, and for Galileo 0 and 7. Fiddlesticks went 0 and 8, so he picked up 2 kills now, but yeah, that's a little bit too late to give them any money, any gold. Fiddlesticks going a really strange build here, but okay. And no tankiness on Alistar except for the Age of the Legion, which is an excellent item, but still he's going Sheen and Amplifying Tome, and yeah, I don't know. And this guy is going Sheen, Rod of Ages. So even though they have tanky characters, nobody is actually tanky enough to initiate a team fight, it seems. Yeah, not a whole lot to say here. As we can see, a lot of damage going off on both sides, and
Enemy rampage.
yeah, they just keep dying. And that was a 1-for-5 trade, so we can pretty safely assume that this is not going to work out too well. The Shaco going for all attack speed, wow, except for the Bloodthirster, of course. Or all movement speed, I should say, with the boots mobility. Yeah, it's kind of strange, but okay, sure. And Anivia probably has her full stacks by now. Let's check. Come on. There she is. She has 13 stacks up, so that's a pretty decent amount of AP. But she does get killed now, so she loses about, I don't know, 6? No, 5.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see a teammate suicide in like this, but there is not a lot they can do anyway because they are just underpowered. And that might be because of the minion kills. I mean, they are behind on minion kills. It might also just be because of the amount of deaths. They all died quite a lot. And 5-4 is still the best score in the game. But hey, feeding the enemy carries never a good idea. And especially Shaco, as I said, he needs to be fed early game, otherwise he's just completely useless. He's basically a 50-50 shot. If you get fed, then you're an awesome character. If you're not fed, or if you're underleveled, then you cannot do anything. And he has been fed pretty well, with his minion kills as well as his kills. And all in all, yeah, hard to defeat that. Because he has invisibility and he has an additional flash. He didn't take flash himself, but still he has an invisible flash. And that makes him so hard to find. Because normally with flash you can only move a short distance, or you can jump one of the walls. Yeah, I cannot find any of the walls that you can. Here you can jump over, I know that. But yeah, with Shaco you can not only jump over the wall, you can also then escape because you're invisible.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
And where's he going? Nowhere. Yeah, he's going here. Instead of trying to at least pick off some enemies. But I guess he's just more about defending at the moment than attacking, because, well, that's the only way they're going to win. If they hold their base, if they farm up on the minions that actually come near to their base. And if they go into the jungle and take out a Baron or a Dragon, because they really need a big amount of gold to come back from this. And yeah, I just wanted to see this, how many of the killing sprees they had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 killing sprees. I'm assuming all of them were on the purple team, because the purple team just had more of the killing sprees going on. But imagine all those gold values increased by like 70%. That would be awesome. Well, the bonus gold, that is. So you get 300 for the first kill, and then every next one they nerfed basically. But also, yeah, well, the enemy tank and Fiddlesticks, so Galio and Fiddlesticks, both have too many deaths to actually make it into a gold-wise a profitable thing to do, to kill. Because yeah, if you get like 50 gold for a kill, then why even get the kill? It doesn't make sense. I mean, 300 gold, yeah, that's a nice bonus. That's a lot more than you can get for killing a minion wave or going through the jungle. But yeah, just seems that the game has changed a lot because of this, because of just removing the gold bonuses, or reducing the gold bonuses you get for killing. But okay, it's not my game. And if it were my game, I would actually not reduce the bonus gold by 70% in one patch. Yeah, not actually going after the Fiddlesticks, because, well, where's the rest of the enemy team? They're probably all there. Blitzcrank is being a whiny little girl. Or a whiny female dog, as I normally call her. And is Blitzcrank actually the one to complain about anything? Yeah, he's done decently in not dying too much. Pantheon and Twisted Fate have given the most gold to the enemy, because every time they got a kill, they were killed. And that means you give the maximum amount of gold to your enemies.
Your turret has been destroyed.
So they lose another turret, and really they should surrender by now. I have no idea how long this game is going to take, but I'm going to fast forward it a little bit. We will be seeing some team fights, but they're not going to get a lot of kills, or any kills for that matter. Did they actually get a kill there? Nope. Fortunately, Yorick didn't die either, so that's kinda good. And yeah, they lose one of the Nexus turrets here, because Twisted Fate couldn't actually hold off the attack. Even though he has a stun and he has a slow, and he should have the highest damage in this game. So I think he has more damage than Pantheon, but I'm not actually sure, because Pantheon can bring on some pretty decent damage as well. And by now this is over, obviously. So they are now 9 kills behind, and it all was that one team fight in which they gave away 5 kills for 1. Yeah, too much ganking, not realizing that it's that you don't get enough gold for it to make it worth it, and yeah. Still a good game from the underpowered Yorick here. And hopefully in the next patch they will the buffs they make, I mean, I know they're going to buff him, but the buffs they make will actually make a decent champion out of him. So I'll see you next time. Don't forget to rate the video. GG.